On the far hash mark, guarded in the 2-3 side of the zone by Sam Mills. Driving is Morris, gets it back to the top. Shot clock is already closing in on 10 as Connor backs to midcourt. Morris, foul line extended far side. Drives into the paint, dishes it off to Dupree. In transition, block shot, Eric Murray. Loose ball on the ground. Townsend calls a timeout. Looked like Connor fell to the ground before he got the whistle, but they'll give him the timeout with 4 on the shot clock. And so finally signs of life for the Explorers, mostly because the freshman guard, Tyreek Dern, has knocked down a couple three-pointers.
That should have been a travel on Connor. It happened right in front of Joe DeMayo. He went to the floor with possession of the basketball, which is an automatic travel right there, because he did not call timeout until he hit the floor. So therefore, the travel occurred before the timeout was taken, and that should be Explorer basketball. But now, no mistakes here. Don't allow a lob inside. Don't commit a foul with 4 seconds left on the shot clock, because they have finally come alive after 14 minutes of basketball.
You know, that might be what this team is needed. When down the stretch, Sam Mills hit a bunch of three-pointers against Villanova. Here, they haven't been able to establish a perimeter game at all. So everybody knows you can just gamble on Eric Murray and Jarrell Williams, pack it in, force those guys to try to do too much. And while you don't want to live or die by the three-pointer, you have to establish some sort of outside presence. Ruben Galando hasn't been that since Cancun. And he's not in the lineup tonight.
It's 103rd block of Eric Murray's career, by the way, 4th in school history.
Inbounds to Dupree, easy layup. He broke inside, caught it, and jumped in one motion for the layup. So the Explorers got it down to 4 seconds, then concede an easy layup on the inbounds.
That is an absolute killer. One of the things I just mentioned you can't have, and they had it, a breakdown.
Duran fires to the high post for Williams. He's going to lob it underneath the Murray. Murray catches and throws it in, lays it in softly. So Eric Murray finally, with 5.5 to play in the first half, gets in the scoring column with an assist from Jarrell Williams.
And that's his first shot. He has not had a field goal attempt, and that was a very difficult catch under the backboard, and he went back up over Morris and laid it in.
Explorers counter with a 2-3 zone. At the top of the key is Duran and Mills. Connor fires to the baseline. Dupree lost. Murray stuffs him, but it comes right back down to Dupree. So Murray got the block, but it came right back to Dupree, who finished it off for the layup anyway.
Well, Dupree and Fillmore are just having their way with the Explorers, combining for 22 of the 33 points.
Inside, strong take off the glass by Jarrell Williams. He already has 10 points, and the Explorers now trading buckets. And that old question comes up. Can they get stops? Down 33-27 with under 5 to play.
Well, both teams are scoring well into the 70s. Both teams giving up well into the 70s. So you knew there'd be some offense in this one.
Connor beyond the arc, fires it into Dupree. Turnaround foul line jumper, hits all sides of the rims before Steve Weingarten gets the rebound. And now Dern looks to cross midcourt. Hesitates, comes to Weingarten, bounce past to Murray on the baseline. They'll give him room. Fires it inside to Jarrell Williams, puts it on the rim. No good, gets his own miss, can't get it to follow, and then the rebound controlled by Dupree. 2 more missed layups for the Explorers.
Looked like Weingarten knocked that second one away from Jarrell Williams.
So with 4:08 to play, Connor goes to Morris, finds Fillmore, far side of the zone. Brown at the top of the key. Dribbles to the left side, picks up that dribble and fires it back across to Connor. Connor, foul line extended, Fillmore. 10 on the shot clock, and Morris catches at the top of the key, picks up the dribble, fires it weak diagonally to Fillmore for a slam dunk. Great look by Morris. The shot clock got under 10.
Another breakdown by the Explorers to allow the easy dunk on the baseline by Fillmore.
Duran spins out of trouble, finds Eric Murray on the elbow. Murray finds Weingarten in the lane, and the layup is good. Weingarten cuts through, and Steve Weingarten finishes, with Murray picking up an assist.
Things getting better here for the Explorers, certainly on the offensive end, and now they need to get a couple of stops here before halftime.
3:20 to play, down 35-29. Morris between the circles finds Brown. Brown to the far side for Connor. Connor sees Jarrell Williams on the side of the zone now. 3-2 look. Bounce pass to the far side, finds Morris again. He'll skip it to the top for Brown. Brown quick pass to Connor. Connor finds Fillmore. Loses the handle. Finds Dupree. Layup good.
Eric Murray got caught in the corner for some reason and never got back, and that just allowed a mismatch down low with Dupree and Fillmore working on Weingarten.
Duran fouled in the backcourt, and so we come to a break. With 2:54 to play, the Explorers have been trailing most of the way. They're down 37-29. We'll return with more from Tom Gola Arena after this.
Explorer Basketball is brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Independence Blue Cross has been the leading health insurer in southeastern Pennsylvania for over 70 years. Independence Blue Cross. Now more than ever, we're here for you every step of the way. For information on new and affordable health plans for individuals and families, visit ibx4u.com. That's ibx4you.com.
Hey, this is Tom Thornton, owner and founder of J.D. McGillicuddy's Pubs. I'm inviting you to visit any of our J.D. McGillicuddy's locations for great food, great drinks, and great times. J.D. serves lunch, dinner, and late-night snacks. With 7 great locations in the Delaware Valley, J.D. McGillicuddy's is the perfect place to watch the big game with family and friends. JD's also caters any and all events. For more information, log on to jdmcgillicuddies.com. That's www.jdmcgillicuddies.com.
Win a trip to Ireland, a year's membership at Tullamore Country Club, a flat screen TV, a Weber gas grill, and so much more. Win while supporting LaSalle student athletes in the annual Explorer Club raffle. This year's prizes are off the charts, and all proceeds benefit the LaSalle athletic team of your choice. You can buy a raffle ticket from any LaSalle student athlete, staff member, or coach, or contact the Explorer Club at 215-951-1606 or at explorerclub@lasalle.edu. Team members will also be selling tickets at most home basketball games. Win big and support Explorer Athletics with the Explorer Club auction.
Thanks a lot, partner. The Explorers playing uphill basketball the whole way after leading 8-4. They gave up the lead at 10-8 and have been trailing since then with 2:54 to go here in the first half. It's 37-29 Towson. Coming up on the Explorer halftime report, a special surprise guest.
Not even going to tell me.
That Bill Raftery is going to sit down with Steve Degler.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Explorer basketball after the foul on Dern. Not a lot of fouls in this half. Cole Stefan gets it back in, and nearly a turnover as Dupree jumped in front of the entry pass intended for Eric Murray. And now we'll take another break with 2:43 to go. I guess backed up on media timeouts. We'll take another break. 2:43 to go. 37-29. Towson in front. This is Explorer basketball.
The Dr. John Giannini radio show returns to the Ugly Moose and the airwaves of AM 1340 in the new year. Join us live at the Moose at 443 Schurz Lane in Manayunk on Mondays, January 10th and 14th, and February 7th, 14th, and 28th, from 7 until 8 p.m. for an hour of Explorers Hoops Chat with Dr. John. The Dr. John Giannini radio show also airs live with your questions, calls, emails, and instant messages leading the discussion here on AM 1340 and around the world on GoExplorers.com. That's the Dr. John Giannini radio show airing January 10th and 24th and February 7th, 14th, and 28th. Live from the Ugly Moose in Manayunk and on the air here at AM 1340 WHAT and GoExplorers.com.
Scott's frustration over the past year and a half stemmed almost entirely from the keyboard on his phone, or really the lack thereof. Well, that and his inability to learn a B chord on the guitar. Saturday afternoon, Scott entered an AT&T store longing for days past when he had an actual keyboard with actual keys. That's when he discovered the new LG Quantum. Immediately, he noticed it was a new Windows phone with live tiles that update all the time, so you can quickly see everything you care about and get to the stuff you love faster. But it was when he slid the phone open that he discovered its hidden cachet. A full heroic keyboard furnished with a bed of glorious keys. The phone was the best of both the touchscreen and keyboard worlds. That day, Scott left the store with a newfound air of confidence. Now on to conquer that dreadful chord of B. AT&T introduces a new Windows phone with an irresistible full keyboard, the LG Quantum for $199.99. Only from AT&T. Rethink possible.
2-year wireless service agreement with minimum $15 monthly data plan required. Certain geographic other charges and restrictions apply. Phone subject to availability. Windows Phone is a trademark of the Microsoft Group of Companies. See store for details.
Explorers trailing 37-29 with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half. They're going to get it inside.